Channel Reviews welcomes you all for the online class. Class 2. Subject EVS Science. Lesson number 3. Topic is Man and his food. Hi children, how are you? Hope you are fine with your good health. My name is Ramu. I am working in the IT company. I was born in Chennai. My children are studying in Chandni Views. My children asked me about the importance of the food. Food is our basic needs. Without food, no living things can live. Food plays an important role in our day-to-day life. There are different kinds of food. Let me tell you the different kinds of food briefly in today's class. The name of the lesson is The Man and Its Food. Are you ready to hear, children? Let's see them now. Introduction. Food is usually of plant, animal or fungal organelle and contains essential nutrients such as carbohydrates, fats, proteins, vitamins or minerals. The substance is ingested by an organism and assimilated by the organism's cells to provide energy, maintain life or stimulate growth. Food. Food is what people and animals eat to live. Anything which we eat to live is called food. Yes, food is nothing but that anything we are taking inside our body to live a long life is known as food. So food is an essential thing for all the animals, living organisms and also for human beings. Food. Food is necessary for us because it provides matter for the growth of our body and energy to do work. For example, roti, bread, butter, fruits, vegetables, pulses, vegetable oils, butter, desi, ghee, eggs, meat, chicken, fish, etc. So, as food gives us energy, and with the energy, we can do our work. It also helps our body to grow. So, the varieties are known as the food that we are taking in our day-to-day life. Types of food. There are two types of food. They are vegetarian and non-vegetarian. Types of food. Vegetarian. Vegetables, fruit, grains, nuts and seeds. So these are the categories. The fruits and vegetables that comes under these categories are known as vegetarians. Not only vegetables and fruits, grains like cereals, pulses, grams and nuts and seeds include dry grapes, badam, pista, walnut, etc. These are all comes under the vegetarian type food. Non-vegetarian. Meat and poultry, fish and seafood, dairy foods, eggs. Then meat, chicken, fish, seafoods like crab, prawn, dairy foods and eggs, all these comes under the category of non-vegetarian foods. Vegetarian. Yes, so these pictures shows the foods that comes under the vegetarian varieties. So this picture shows us the non-vegetarian dishes like fish, chicken, poultry, etc. Energy gain in food. Carbohydrates, proteins, fats, vitamins, minerals, fiber and water. These materials will be present in our food that we eat. For example, eggs are rich in protein and non-vegetarian items will be rich in fat. Then rice is rich in carbohydrates. Fruits and vegetables contain more water. Likewise, each and every item that we eat gives us different kinds of energy. Cooking of the food. We cook food by boiling rice. We prepare bread with wheat flour. Some people prepare bread with flour of jowar, corn, etc. They give us energy. Yes, food is giving us energy. And how we are cooking the rice? We are boiling it. And we are eating bread. It is made up of wheat flour. And not also wheat flour, it is made up of also a jowar and corn flour. Methods for cooking the food. Rinse the food, use the right ratio of water. Bring the water to a boil. Once it's boiling, add a big pinch of salt whenever necessary. Keep it in the stove. So for what's the first step to do is, whatever the food you are cooking, first you have to rinse it with water. Then you have to add water to make a boil. While boiling, the germs in that will be get away, and it will also cook and we can eat it easily. So after the boil, you have to add salt, whatever the food may be. If the food is without salt, it can't be taste good. So salt is one of the seasoning which used to give taste to the food. So there should be a salt necessary in all the food items. Then we have to keep it in the stove for cooking it. Maintain a simmer. So we should not keep while cooking, we should not keep a stove in full flame or low flame. We should keep it in a medium, that is simmer. Cook without picking or stirring, that is we should not stir it often. When you stirring it often, the food may get damaged or able to broke down. So let the food rest, cover. After the cooking finished over, you have to transfer it to the box and you have to keep safe from the insects. Man and his food. We need good health and energy to work. We get good health and energy from the food. We eat food items like bread, vegetables, milk, eggs, meat, etc. So they are called as nutritious food. Yes, I have already told you, we are eating food to gain energy. With the energy, we are doing our work. It also gives us good health. So food items we take are vegetables, fruits, nuts, seeds, grains, pulses, cereals, etc. And non-vegetarians like meat, poultry, fishes, seafoods, dairy products, etc. All these gives us energy. So they are known as nutritious food. Bread. Bread is a food consisting of flour or meal that is moistened, keened into dough, and often fermented using yeast. And it has been a major substance since prehistoric times. So bread is one of the food item that we are preparing from our ancient periods. So it will be made up of flour to give a moisture, that is to give the stuffness, and it will be fermented with the yeast to become more soft and spongy. Bread is an excellent source of complex carbohydrates that give a body role in balancing the energy it needs and plays an important level of glucose in the blood. So the bread gives us carbohydrate which is to maintain the balancing in our body, and it also produces a glucose which is good which will be mixed in our blood. So cooking of bread. Step 1. Assemble bread ingredients. First you have to take all the ingredients that is necessary to cook a bread. Then dissolve the yeast and activate it by puffing. So the next step is you have to put yeast in the flour and you have to mix it, like you have to pour the water and you have to mix it as a strong stuff. Then add remaining ingredients and mixed. Again you have to mix all those ingredients that is necessary for bread. Knead the bread. So now you have to knead it. Next, first rice. That is, you have to make it like a ball like structure or any structure, and you have to keep it ready. Now you have to punch, duff and shape it. So you have seen your mom is punching the floor when she's making for chapati, right? So like that you have to punch hard. Again you have to, second time you have to rise it, you have to make it in a ball like structure. Then you have to place it in the baker to bake the bread. Energy in the bread. The energy content of a slice of bread varies depending on the type of bread, but the energy content of a bread slice of bread is approximately 1000 to 1200 kg per 100 gram. That is, we have a corn flour bread, wheat flour bread, and jaw uh, flour bread. So each one is containing each the ratio in all the three will be differ, but anyhow the bread it has contains a 1000 to 1200 calories in the bread. Pasta and rice grains are rich in carbs, which provide the body with a good source of energy. So, food items like bread, pasta, and rice, they are rich in carbohydrates, which will be good for our energy. However, processed grains such as those found in bread, pasta, and rice may actually cause more harm than good when it comes to your energy level. So, those processed, for example, the bread that kept in burger, those kind of fast food and junk food, when it is added to the junk food or fast food, it will cause you harmness more than the energy. So eating a bread with butter or jam is enough to uh, produce produce again energy, but eating the bread in burger is really a dangerous thing for your health. Vegetables, leafy vegetables. So, leafy vegetables are common from a very wide variety of plants. A great deal with other leafy vegetables are nutrition and energy. So, leafy vegetables is nothing but the vegetable that contains more leaf part. For example, cabbage. Cabbage will be like a leafy vegetable. So, it will be differ from other vegetables, but it also gives you more energy and nutrients. Yes, see, this is the cabbage. So how it is, it will have a layer of leaves. That's why it is known as leafy vegetable. Leafy green vegetables are an important part of a healthy diet. They are packed with vitamins, minerals and fiber, but low in calories. So yes, the leafy vegetables like cabbage, etc. There are so many leafy vegetables. All the leafy vegetables are good for our diet. So if you're having a healthy diet, you should take these kind of leafy vegetables, which is very good to have a healthy diet. And these leafy vegetables, they are packed with vitamins, minerals and fiber. Fiber is also needed, but it gives only low calories. So, collard greens, spinach, cabbage, beet greens, water crepes, Romani lettuce. These are the examples of leafy vegetables. Leafy vegetables also contains the spinach. Vegetables like brinjal, lady's finger, snake gourd, green leafy vegetables like palak, fenugreek, mint, lettuce, etc. are good for health. So all the vegetables, mostly all the vegetables is good for health. If your mummy is giving you a vegetable, a fruit to eat, you should not avoid that. You should take vegetables or gives us more energy, and it is very important for our health. We eat some root vegetables like potatoes, carrot, beetroots, etc. as our food. Leafy vegetables improve our digestion and cures constipation. So we are also taking the food like vegetables that has root. So they are known as root vegetables. Those vegetables that will be develop or grow under the ground, for example potato, radish, carrot, beetroot, etc. Those are the vegetables that will grow in a underground. So that gives you very good digestion. It is very easy to digest, and it also helps to cure the constipation. So cooking of the vegetables, leafy vegetables that can be eat raw. So some vegetables you can eat it raw. For example, carrot you can eat it raw, but whereas brinjal you can't eat it raw. Only after cooking you are able to eat. So there are some of the vegetables that can eat in a raw. So we will see that. What are they? Tomato, cucumber, onion, carrot, cabbage, radish, beetroot and garlic. So these are the vegetables that we can eat just after rinsing in the water. Vegetables that can be eaten only after boil. So now we are going to see some of the vegetables that should be eaten only after it gets boiled or cooked. They are kale, spinach, mushrooms, carrots, eggplant, asparagus and red bell pepper. Cooking of the vegetables, leafy vegetables boiled. So raw veggies, boiling veggies, steaming veggies, sauteing veggies. So the vegetables can be cooked into four types. That is, the cooking of vegetable is categorized into four types. That is, raw vegetables, that is you can just eat it after you rinse. Next one is boiling is that you have to boil it and then only you have to eat it. Steaming is like you can steam the sweet potatoes. There is no need to cook the sweet potatoes. You can eat the sweet potatoes by just steaming. Next to sauteing vegetables. Sauteing vegetables is like just with the oil you can saute, or without the oil also you can saute. Like cabbages we used to saute and we place them in a bread for the sandwich. So, stir frying veggies, braising and stewing vegetables, roasting and baking vegetables, frying vegetables. There is some more varieties also. That is stir frying. Stir frying is nothing but cooking without oil or a semi fried, not fully fried, semi fried. And braising and stewing. Stewing is nothing but it will be like a juicy substance. So roasting and baking and frying. Roasting is also it's like it's a kind of frying. So these can be eaten after washing the vegetables. All foods gives you energy. Some foods contain nutrients that could help increase your energy level and maintain your alertness and focus throughout the day. So every food gives you energy. Some gives you nutrients which will increase your level, and it will be balancing your body to do your work throughout the day. Next, energy in the vegetables. leafy vegetable. Ladyfinger, cauliflower, bitter gourd, French beans, cabbage, ridged gourd, spinach, fenugreek. So these are the leafy vegetables. Fruits. Fruit is a plant structure that contains the plant's seed. So in vegetables, you can't see the seed inside. For example, you can't see the seed of a potato inside the potato. So that is known as vegetables. That is without seeds. So with seed is known as fruits. For example, if you are cutting an apple into two, you can see a small seed inside it. For every fruits, there will be a seed inside it. So the fruit is a plant that has a seed in the fruit itself. That is known as fruit. The plant usually edible reproductive body of a seed plant especially. So with the help of the seed we can reproduce the fruit, and it is edible also. Edible is nothing, eatable things. Example, mango, grapes, oranges, etc. Fruits. Fruits. Fruits like banana, grapes, oranges, mangoes, etc. are tasty to eat. They are good for our health. Like vegetables, fruit is also good for our health. Fruits. Healthy fruits: bananas, avocados, apples, strawberries, oranges, dark berries, mango, grapes, green apple. So these are the healthy fruits that we can eat. Cooking of the fruits. Steaming is actually one of the best ways to prepare fruits. Fruits are anytime snacks as they are easy to carry and are loaded with antioxidants, vitamins, minerals, and fibers and can give you an immediate energy booster. So, yes, some fruits that we can eat on a raw itself. Some fruits we can steam it and eat. There is no need to cook fruits like vegetables. So some fruit, or it's not some fruits, all the fruits can be eat as a snacks itself. You can eat with your meal, you can eat with your dinner, or you can take with your breakfast, or you can just take it in a evening time as a snacks. So these contains antioxidants, vitamins, minerals, and fibers, which gives you an immediate energy booster. For example, if you feeling sleepy and you are taking eating a banana, within a 5 to 10 minutes you will be awake from your sleepy mood. So it gives you instant energy. Fruit are a fantastic energy source. Sweet and juicy, they are full of natural sugars that are broken down quickly into glucose, which the body then uses as a quick energy source. In this article, I take a look at 4 fruits that can help boost your energy levels and the best way to add them to your diet. So yes, it will be fantastic in scoring the energy inside your body. So the fruits will be like juicy in substance, and it will also have water content. It will also sweet. It There is no added sugar. It is naturally have the sugar content and sweetness in it, so that the glucose level in our body can immediately increase. Meat, fish, meat, eggs, fish. Meat, fish, and eggs are rich in high quantity of protein, vitamins, minerals, and essential fatty acids. These food, which are all derived from animals, are the richest source of complete or high quality protein in the diet. So yes, meat is like the flesh of the goat, and fish is also an animal. So eggs, or that is the eggs will be produced by the fish, hen, etc. So they are very high in vitamins, proteins. Then they produce the fatty acids. It is also helps us to develop our fat content in our body, and it gives us more energy. It is a good for healthy diet. Proteins consist of building blocks called amino acids. So protein is containing one of the main acid, that is amino acid, which is also good for health. Lean meats and poultry, fish, eggs, tough nuts and seeds and legumes or beans, this group of foods is rich in protein and is also a good source of other nutrients such as iron, zinc, iodine and vitamins. So all these foods are rich in protein. Not only in protein, it also contains some other nutrients like iron, zinc, iodine and vitamins. Some people eat the meat of goat, sheep, hen, hare, etc. The eggs of the hen and duck also good for our health. The people who eat meat and fish are called non-vegetarians. Non-vegetarian food gives us good strength and energy. Not only the vegetables gives us energy, but also the non-vegetarian food also will gives you an energy. Yes, the peoples who take meat, eggs, fishes as their food variety, or as including those kinds in their food, is known as non-vegetarians. Grilling, roasting, baking, broiling, steaming, press cooking and slow cooking are some of the healthiest ways to cook meat. Yes, we have seen before the types to cook vegetables and fruit. These are some of the types for cooking meat, eggs and fish. Next, meat, fish and eggs are generally good source of B vitamins including niacin, riboflavin, vitamin B12, niacin and pantothenic acid. If you cut out all animal foods including eggs and milk or cheese, then you run the risk of developing vitamin B12 deficiency, which can result in pernicious anemia. So there is a disease called pernicious anemia. You will be it will occur when you are lack in vitamin B12. So you have to take some vegetarian peoples, they won't take fish, meat and all, because those are non-veg, but they can take eggs, or if they are not willing to take egg also, they can take milk or cheese. Because if you are avoiding all these, then you will be in a lack of vitamin B12, which is more essential for our body. Pulses. Pulses are annual crops that yield ears. The term pulses is limited to crop harvested slowly as dry grains, which differentiate them from other vegetables. So vegetables that will take a only a short term, that is like 6 months, 4 months to grow, but the pulses and cereals that may take or a long time, like an year, 1.5 year. So these are the pulses that we have to take in our food. Crops that are harvested while still green. Pulses are healthy, nutritious and easy to cook in home. Pulses like red gram, black gram, Bengal gram, green gram, etc. are also used as a food. So these red gram, black gram and all our mom used to cook, right? In a curry they used to cook, they will cook a green gram curry and red gram curry. So these are also, we can take it as a food, which also gives us a good energy and strength to our body. Combine pre-soaked pulses with water and seasoning in a large cooking container or heavy sock pan. Use a large sock pan or cooking container as pulses double or triple in volume during cooking. So you can cook these pulses variety in a normal cooker itself. If there is more in number, you can go for a big sized pan. Bring water to a boil, cover tightly, reduce heat and simmer until pulses are just tender and not messy. So you should not make the pulses to be meshy. You have to cook in a sim condition only. The pulse energy is simply the total optical energy content of a pulse, that is, the integral of its optical power over the time. The pulse energy, together with the pulse duration, is often used to estimate the peak power of pulses. Ghee oils. Ghee contains 100% of calories from fat. Ghee contains a higher concentration of fat than butter. Gram for gram, it provides slightly more butyric acid and other short chain saturated fats. For people who have allergies or sensitivities to these dairy components, ghee is the better choice. So some of them will have allergies to the to eat dairy products. For example, some may not like curd, some may not like milk to take. So those people can refer or add ghee to their food. For example, they can add ghee to the dosa, or they can add ghee to the sambar and rice, etc. It will be help them to gain more fat. And ghee contains 100% of fat. Okay, so it is rich in calories. Ghee is deeply absorbent. Ghee contains essential fatty acids that include hydration in the skin cells, thus moisturizing the skin. So it has many fatty acids. So what the use of intaking ghee is, it makes your skin more moisty, and it will also hydrate the skin cells. It is a form of oil that can bond with other nutrients and herbs to penetrate the deepest layer of the body. So it is also like a form of oil, but it is differ from oil. It easily penetrates the body. That is, it easily enters into the body, and it reaches its deepest layer and also makes our skin moisturized. We get oil from seeds of groundnut, gingerly, sunflower, etc. So there are so many kinds of oils, right? There are coconut oil, gingerly oil, sunflower oil, etc. From where you are getting these oils? From the seeds of those particular plants. They are used in preparing food items. Yes, for cooking, for frying, what we are using? We are using a oil to fry the onions, tomatoes, and for saute also we are using the oils. We should take ghee along with our food. Ghee and oils contain fats. They give us strength and energy. So fat is also one of the required energy, but you should not take so much, but you can take it in a medium of ratio. So you have to take ghee and oil in your food. Cooking of the ghee. So how they are preparing ghee? Ghee can be prepared in our home itself. Let's now see how we have to prepare it. First you have to melt the butter. Then allow solids to separate and remove once the butter has completely melted. See, while the butter is melting, there will be some solid like structures will be coming with small bubbles. You also may allow it to melt properly. It will be bubble and begin to separate. Yes, it will the bubbles will come out and it starts to separate. Allow remaining solids to sink. So you have to stir with some spoon. or you just allow it to melt fully. Brown the butter solids, strain the brown butter solids, then you have done with the ghee. So there will be some brown like it will be changed into a brown like color. There will be some small solid like substance that it will be, you have to filter it and remove it. The remaining part you will get it as a ghee. Ghee is full of omega-3 fatty acid, which are good fats and are essential for improving the brain and the heart health. So the important organ is brain and heart in our body. Okay, the ghee is which is helps to develop those organs. It also provides a lot of energy to the body. So overall we can say that ghee is quite nutritious and healthy food. Milk and curd is obtained by coagulating milk in a sequential process called curdling. The coagulation can be caused by adding rennet or any edible acid substance such as lemon juice or vinegar and then allowing it to coagulate. The increased acidity causes the milk proteins to tangle into solid masses or curds. Okay, we can also prepare the curd in our home itself. It's not so difficult. You can see your mom preparing it in the night. What they will do now, they will boil the milk and they will take some of the milk and they used to keep it aside. In a warm milk you have to do this. So in the after in the morning you can see that the warm milk that you have kept in the night will become a mass a solid substance that is known as curd, and the process of allowing it to become a curd from the milk is known as curdling. Curd is a fermented milk product made from warm milk and a bacterial yogurt starter. Curd has been made traditionally in India for thousands of years. It has probiotic qualities and good for the gut. Animals like cow, she-cow and goat give us milk. We get curd and butter from the milk. We take milk and curd as our food. So all the dairy products we are consuming from the milk. The milk consists of many nutrients. So the milk is called wholesome food. Step 1. Put 1.5 cups of milk in a boiling pan. Boil the milk. Stir to eat the milk. Remove the foam. Boil again for 2 minutes. Let the milk cool. So this is the process of getting the curd. So rinse a pot well. Pour milk and bring it to boil on a medium to low flame. To get thick curd, once it becomes a boil, simmer the milk for 15 minutes on a very low flame. Keep stirring in between, else the milk will get burnt and smell bad. Simmering step is to get very thick curd. Okay. It is an energy food if you or look for an energy boost. Yacht should be your go-to food. Rich in vitamins and minerals, curd is an energy booster. It works as an antioxidant and helps faster recovery after an intestine workout session. Curd is more of a solid than a liquid product. Yes, curd always will be in a solid form, not in a liquid form. An essential part of the dry matter of curd is comprised of proteins, but it also contains carbohydrates, fats, and minerals. There is a significant amount of water in curd bond with proteins. So there will be proteins and carbohydrates, fats and minerals, everything will be present in a curd. There is a water content up from 78 to 82%. along with the proteins. Foods. So these are the food varieties that we have seen in today's class. So these are the foods that we should not take. For example, they are known as junk food, which is known as very bad for our health, and it causes many dangerous things to our health. So we should not take the junk food. How do we get food? All food we eat comes either from plants or animals. Fruits and their juices are naturally sweet. Different types of fruits contain different nutrients. So it is important to eat a variety of fruits. Yes, I have told you before, each fruit contains different types of varieties. How do we get food? They keep us healthy and strong. Fruits include cherry, watermelon, muskmelon, pomegranate, grapes, banana, mango, etc. Farmers till the land and grow pulses, vegetables, root vegetables, etc. in the field. They also grow fruits in the garden. We domesticate some animals like cow, she-cow, and goat to get milk. Fishermen catch the fish from the seas, rivers, and ponds. We get meat from animals like goat, sheep, and hen. Nowadays, poultry farms are arranged to produce more eggs from hens. Balanced diet. Balanced diet is support physical growth. Your child needs a balanced diet with an emphasis on vegetables, fruits, whole grains, protein, and low fat dairy. Many children in America do not get enough of the essential nutrients for their body needs. So we should have a balanced diet. A balanced diet in a sense which include fruits, vegetables, grains, proteins, and low fat dairies. It is not possible to take balanced diet in big family because the members will be more, and it is possible to take balanced diet only in the small families. If we take bread, vegetable, fruits, ghee, oil, milk, meat, fish, and eggs along with a food in enough quality, it is called as a balanced diet. So everything that gives you energy like protein, there should be a protein, vitamins, fat, etc. All the minerals should be there. So those kind of having all the nutrients in your diet is known as balanced diet. Food and cleanliness. Food hygiene and safety germs from multiplying in foods and researching dangerous levels ensures daily health family living. It is important that the food we eat and the water we drink is clean and safe because it is gives us energy. So we should take a safe and clean drinking water and food that we eat. So it is essential to prepare meals in a safe and hygiene way. That's why parents are not allowing to get and eat from the outside shops or hotels. We should keep our food clean, otherwise we will get diseases. We should maintain proper food habits to avoid diseases. Food items should be kept in clean vessels. So while keeping before the food, you have to wash the vessel cleanly. The vessels should be covered with lids to avoid the falling of dust or flies. So as soon as you have prepared the food, you should keep it in a balls and you have to place a lid on it. It is not good to eat food items which are sold in the public places. Yes, I have told you before, you should avoid buying the food items from the outside shops because this food is open to dust and flies. This food may contain diseases causing germs. We should take food at regular timings. We should take enough food. It is not good to take more or less amount of food. So you have to take up to the mark. You should not take over food or you should not take less food. We should wash our hands and legs before taking meal. We should clean our mouth and teeth after taking the meal. So before going to take a meal, you should wash your hands and leg. After taking a meal, you have to brush your teeth and clean your mouth. It is good to drink boiled and filtered water. We should wash fruits and vegetables before eating them. We should not eat stale or rotten things, that is the things that maybe get damaged or it may create a bad smell. So you should not take those foods. Non-vegetarians should boil the meat and fish before eating them. Conclusion. Food is one of the basic necessities of human. Therefore, there should not be such problem that can cause serious health issues. to, pro- to protect consumer rights. A wide variety of scientific techniques have been developed to protect consumers and to screen for adulteration in food. These were all the importance of food. Children, eat healthy food to save long. Hope you will follow. Do you have any doubt, children? Hope you have understood about it. Okay, children. Bye. Take care. See you in the next class. Thank you, children. I hope you have enjoyed the class very well. So, revise the lesson and follow the measures that we have seen in your lesson today. Thank you all.